Guys, Ben Oberg from Millionaire Mafia. If you want to take control of your life, then you need to check out Boss to Boss podcast with my friend Miro.
Do you want to start a business, get out of the office, achieve happiness and success while crushing life? This is Boss to Boss, the place to be for that extra motivation to get up and follow your dreams while learning from the ones who have already done it. And now for your host, Miro.
What is up? How you doing? How you feeling? Welcome to your one-stop shop for all the tips and recipes you'll ever need to take control of your life and finally become boss. Oh yeah, we're back. Back to the normal rants and recaps schedule this week. I hope you enjoyed the last week's episode. You got to meet Christina. You got to meet Steve, Wiley. What a great episode. Let me know what you think, what you thought of that. Please shoot me over an email. That's miro@boss.com. Or just, hit me up on social media, hit us up. I'm curious what you thought of that episode with having everybody else on and meeting the rest of the team. Whether or not it's something you want us to keep doing every once in a while. I thought it was definitely a fun and refreshing, something new. I enjoyed it a lot myself. I love talking. I do, though I can't keep doing it all the time myself. And I want to bring in the ones that do a lot of the work too. So definitely, whenever I could, I'll be doing a lot more. I'll be doing more of that. I already made up my mind. Though I'm curious to know, whether or not it's something you want at the same time. So just let me know. All right, so kind of got 2 weeks worth of material to catch you up on. I'll focus on some of the items now, and maybe we can do the rest later next week. But yeah, so a couple things that have happened. I'm gonna do a quick recap. One, we did our first ever. We got an exclusive right now on Boss to Boss Hodgepodge, my firm. We've done our first interstate move. We went cross country on this one. Let me tell you, we went far. We went all the way to Columbus, Ohio, from Chicago. So yeah, that was a nice 5.5-6 hour ride. Call us the interstate experts now. But it was great. It was a nice experience. We had to get one out of the way. I was waiting. We almost had one to New York. We almost had another one to Detroit. Those couple things fell through, but now we finally got it out of the way to Columbus. Got the kinks out, got the bugs out of the stomach out with this one. It went very well, very smooth. We didn't use our own trucks. It actually came out better for us to rent a U-Haul and then rent a car and drive it back. That's kind of the route we approached with this one. And yeah, it was nice. So that was one of the parts. We did a cross country trip. I had an incident with an employee. That's something I want to talk about. We actually got a 4-star review. We usually only get 5 stars, so that's something else I want to talk about. Our on-demand storage service is picking up, and yeah. So let's kind of dive in. So the cross-country move, that's the big one. It was nice, I went with Steve, my lead mover driver. It was nice. We got out there at like 3 a.m. We ended up just getting a hotel, sleeping some hours because it would have been too much driving there, moving all the stuff, driving back. Everything went good over there. The customer wasn't there, so the building management people had to let us in. Though that part, it all took a little longer than expected. Luckily, I budgeted very conservatively, especially being our first move. I was looking at it this way. I'm going to budget the move very conservatively. If the customer doesn't agree to it, it's fine. We'll eat it. We'll move on. We'll do the job, when we actually know that we can do it right. And that's the thing, when you're doing new jobs, and it's all a learning experience. I'm not an expert here with pricing, moving, junk removal, all these types of jobs, especially moving. Moving is the new part that we added that we initially weren't going to do with Hodgepodge. That being said, I made a very conservative pricing, so if there were things that were going to go wrong, I knew that I had access hours to be able to deal with those issues, and the customer agreed to the rate that we provided, and it worked out because issues came up. Nothing crazy, just like, well, we couldn't find the right car to rent to go back home. We couldn't get the place opened up in time because the building management people weren't there for like an hour. The heat was like 100 degrees, and we couldn't go as fast as we wanted. So things like that, it all added up. We were there probably for a good 4 or 5 hours more than we thought. But that's okay because I properly budgeted for it and it all worked out. I guess if I could have went back in time, maybe I would have made the job hourly and not a flat rate. That way I guess it's a give and take. If you do it hourly, you cover yourself by, if the job takes longer, you're going to make sure you get paid for all those hours. But if the job goes smooth, nice and quick, you're going to make a lot less. And with this job, we did a flat rate, and I sort of incorporated the extra hours to an extent, and it worked out. We didn't make as much on it as we could have, but at the same time, we still, were able to cover ourselves and cover all expenses and whatnot, and it was worthwhile for us and the customer, and customer was very happy. We were able to remove some stuff after the job and bring it back to us, with us here to Chicago. Okay, so that was part one. I kind of incorporated the summary along with the mistakes, things I could have done better. Part two, I had an employee faint in the middle of a job. Whew. Yeah, that was not pretty. It was not something I ever wanted to deal with. So things like this will happen. Luckily, the right precautions were taken. Things didn't get worse. It's just the employee did not eat. I was actually talking with the employee, asking, why didn't you eat? And he just said he didn't have time. I'm not sure what the miscommunication was. He ended up working a little bit more than expected, which kind of just happened due to unforeseen circumstances. And yeah, he ended up fainting on a job. Luckily, he wasn't really in the middle of doing too much, and he just kind of fell, on his butt. And we were able to, get him rest, get him food, get him water, get him properly hydrated. He felt well. He didn't want to go anywhere. He got up with his own will, and he knew everything that was going on. He didn't want to go anywhere. We wanted to call an ambulance, but he didn't want to. It was out of the question, and at that point, it's on his own willpower. Yeah, we definitely didn't have him work. He went back home after that. Though, we took the proper procedures. We were cautious with him. Didn't have him work anymore. The rest of that day, had him rest up after that day. That's for sure. It was a scary moment. It was very scary. I have to prepare for things like this. I did not expect it to happen just like that. And it's just something now that I incorporated because of it. I always talk with everybody now and make sure that we are properly hydrated. We are properly eating. I am getting I've always been buying water, but I guess I haven't really been giving it to them. I mean, it's there, it's available in our office. They can grab it whenever they want. I'm just kind of pushing it now more to make sure that everybody is grabbing water, that they are staying hydrated. I had a talk with everybody about making sure that you bring lunches to jobs. It's contractor type work at times, and there's not always going to be an area to go buy drinks, go buy food. Yes, some customers will have it. There's always, I guess, tap water, and I can't always be there to give them things. That's got to be, part of your responsibility. So I guess what I could have done better here, I could have definitely planned. I could have made sure that everybody knew beforehand, always bring lunches, always have plenty of water. At the same time, people should bring these things anyways. Though it's my duty, and I will take full blame for that. That's my duty, my responsibility. I should have been more clear with what people should bring, and that there are these long hours. So luckily that that didn't go worse. That the problem was solved. Everything's good now. The employee's healthy. Nothing worse happened due to it. We determined it was pretty clear that it was the lack of food. He didn't eat anything for like a 24-hour period for some reason, and it's just something you can't do while working this kind of job. All right. So the next part, I got a 4-star review, and let me tell you, I was bummed about it. Usually we're so used to our 5-star reviews, though we're still in the 5 stars. I mean, we received so many reviews already that are 5 stars. We would probably have to gather like 20, 30 4-star reviews just to drop a little bit. Though we did get one, and it's kind of frustrating. I mean, at the same time, it's good because it just shows that we are human, we are a real company, and 4-star reviews aren't that bad. The frustrating part is the customer wrote down that the costs, that it wasn't really the value, like for the cost for the job that we did. Pretty much in a sense, the customer was saying that they felt they overpaid. And a thing like that frustrates me is that the customer could have told me, and we could have talked it over. I could have definitely negotiated, worked something out if the customer felt that it was too much. I mean, it was a small job. It was a minimum that we charge just because there's overhead. We have to pay people. We have to go there, gas, and just overhead for our normal expenses. We can't just be doing jobs for free. And the customer never told me that. And, maybe I should have asked, is the price okay? But at the same time, I didn't get any rebuttal at all from the customer. From all I knew, the price was right. Like the show. Shameless plug. I hope they're paying for me. I hope they pay me for this, yes. But no, they won't. Anyways, getting carried away here. Yeah, it's something I got to follow up with the customer now. I haven't been able to get a hold of them, but I will. And I'm just curious, it's not bad. I'm not mad about it. It's just miscommunication. I wish I knew, because I would have definitely been here to resolve that issue if the price was a problem. I guess if there's one thing I could have learned from this, I could have asked the customer that they feel the price is fair. Though at the same time, you're charging a rate for a reason. And that's the rate that's established through the market, through your service, through the value that you provide through your service. That's the rate that you charge because you own that rate. You own the quality of service that you provide, and you have all duty to charge that rate. Though, you know what? It's a 4-star review. We're human. We're gonna get those once in a while. Heck, I'm sure we'll get a 1 or 2-star one day because there'll be somebody mad and they'll be having a bad day. So I can't wait to deal with that. No, I hope I just didn't jinx myself. All right, and lastly but shortly, the on-demand storage. It's a part of the business that didn't pick up as much initially. That's been the moving and junk removal that's really picked up for Hodgepodge. I want to say that the on-demand storage part is starting to gradually pick up more and more jobs. We got some college students that have moved away for the summer or are finally leaving school. So we've been storing their things temporarily or mailing them out to them after we store them, things like that. So it's a good sign. It's a good sign. It's showing that our base of our business model, which is the annuity type base, as the income comes in on a new, pretty much on a recurring monthly payments, or whether or not it's yearly, whatever it is. It's something that didn't take off initially as planned. Though it's starting to catch up a lot more and more right now with time. So that's huge, and that's something we're excited about. That's only going to pose new challenges. Though here I am, I'm ready for them all. Bring them all to me. And yeah, that's kind of it for now. I was just focusing on a few of the bigger things that happen. Though there's so many other little items, and I got some meetings with some interesting people, trying to get some contracts lined up. So we got some video footage we're trying to get done. So stay tuned. We got some awesome video that's going to be coming out regarding Hodgepodge. We got some video that's going to be coming out regarding Boss to Boss. Just a ton of live footage. We've been really, as much as I push the audio and I love podcasts, video is still video. When you get to see things, sometimes you get to connect a little bit more. And we're here to do it all. So just stay tuned for the amazing video that's coming out. We got some interesting interviewees coming up as well. We got a couple great names lined up. I don't wanna jinx anything. I don't wanna put the carriage in front of the horse or anything. But right now, Ben Oberg's interview was out this week. We got Jeremy Rubin, the Friendly Flipper, coming up. We got Laura Peterson with Copy That Pops. She's best-selling author on Amazon, teaches people how to become bestsellers within 30 days. We got Sabah Ali, who runs Unforgettable by Sabah, also a best-selling author. And we got Jared Warner, who's part of 123getfound.com. And that's just the next few weeks. There's so much more lined up, so many goodies for all of you. I mean, the names are just going to keep getting better and better. And I will make sure that you get all the knowledge you need right here and that you don't have to go anywhere else. You'll see that. You'll see. I couldn't be more confident about that. That's for sure. And if you love our show, you love what we're doing here, we appreciate any review. You can go on iTunes. Let us know honestly what you think. Leave us an honest review, honest feedback. We thrive on feedback. I love constructive criticism. I do. As much as it sucks to take it sometimes, that's what we want, and that's the only way we're ever going to get better. And lastly, don't forget our contest for the logo redesign. That's ongoing right now. If you want to submit, if you want to get more info, just write that you're interested in our logo design contest. That's the email address for that is contest@boss2boss.com. Also, that's contest@boss2boss.com. Just the easier way of saying it. And pretty much, yeah, we have an awesome logo design contest. We just want to, we pretty much beat this topic to death last week. Though we want to restructure a little bit with the logo. We want to make sure it really aligns with everything we're doing here. And it's an amazing, prize that you get that's valued over $1,000. You get an Amazon gift card. You get a 30-second advertisement, courtesy of Intrinsic Marketing. And you also get to be featured as a guest here on the Boss to Boss podcast, as well as getting promotions and shout-outs throughout. It's a package valued well over $1,000. We're looking for all designers, amateur, professional, it doesn't matter. We're here and we want you to be a part of our team. That being said, I hope you're crushing your week. I hope you enjoyed another episode here of Boss to Boss. And we'll be talking again soon. Peace.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit boss2boss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.